I think the most important trait of a successful founder for me is, somebody who can build people. I always say that being able to multiply myself in people to do what I can do 100 times, which means 100 people who are as good or even better than I am, is probably going to be one of the biggest things that I can do. So thinking and being, which ties into humility, being able to understand that it's not about me. What I'm building is bigger than Victor. It should outlive Victor. And so create a team, support them, coach them, mentor them, put them in places where it shows their strength, and then be able to push the brand vision forward. I think that is really important. And of course, the humility to listen. We build organizations that sometimes become bigger than we ever imagined they could be. But I need to know that I'm not so special than any other human being that is around me. They have a voice, sometimes a more important voice than I have. I don't have all the answers. And so turning back to somebody and saying, hey, what do you think? And they tell me something and we try it. And I build their confidence, and later they can even do greater things than I can.
What additional advice would you have for founders that are early in their startup journey?
The first sort of advice that I would give, and it's what I started with, is I made a commitment together with my co-founders to sell to the first 200 customers that we onboarded at Duhqa. And the lessons that we learned were invaluable. And so one of the things that every founder should do is really understand who their customer is, and also understand who their customer is not. So by going through that process, I was able to understand, this is my niche, this is not my niche, and this is what I'm going to do to build for my niche. So when we were employing then a person, we would be able to guide them and tell them, hey, we like what you're doing, try this, that it's a tested approach, see how it goes, and then we let them thrive. So the first one is to, of course, learn and not assume that they know. And every time we ask ourselves is, what could we be missing? So that's the first one. The second one is in regards to, of course, building. And when I use the word building, but it's a big word because, of course, you're building an organization. Corporate governance is important. Advisory board and a board that tells you, hey, Victor, you could be missing the point here. Have you reconsidered this? And even when they trust your opinion that you're bringing to the table, a group of people around you that can hold you accountable is very important. It puts in checks and balances that are key. But it's building a corporate governance, building a team, building a company by putting structures. I think we've seen startups that have raised lots of money only to become hit by government fines because of having missed some things that are important. And of course that messes things up. And lastly is being a leader. And leadership for me has never been about telling people what to do, has always been about nurturing people to bring their potential. I come from a school of thought where I think that every person that works for us and with us is a person that has something to bring to the table. If I've given somebody a chance to drive the Duhqa dream, then I need to empower them. And if I empower people, say 100 people who can do what I do, will take the company further than I can do alone.